Very good morning class. Today in SS we will discuss chapter 4 National Movements in India. Okay? National movements in India. So according to this we come to know that we are going to take history. Okay? So today we will discuss a chapter of history, that's National Movement in India, chapter 4 part 1. Okay? Part 1. Now, the important topics that we are going to cover, I will mention on the blackboard. Okay? I will mention on the blackboard the important topics we are going to cover. First, just a second. Okay. First of all, okay, the movements which were the movements which were, they were done or they were performed to get freedom. Simple. Okay, so which were these movements were started from the great personalities like Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru in order to get independence from Britishers. But before that, okay, some many more people like Mangal Pandey, Rani Lakshmibai, Bahadur Shah Zafar, Tatya Tope. Okay, they were the person who initially and from far more earlier had started to take independence or to grant independence from Britishers. Okay, because as we know that Britishers were ruling approximately approximately 200 years ago. Okay, they used to rule on us till 200 years, for 200 years. Okay, now from the beginning we'll discuss about the first movement that was started against the Britishers. Okay, and it was, okay, we will discuss the factors why this revolt was started. Okay, whether we won or not, we come to know yaar it is what hum हार गए तो obvious नहीं है, we won or not. Also this war, this revolt was one kind of war only. Okay, one kind of war, but our side was weak. Okay, we'll discuss lots of things. So first of all, why 1857 revolt started? Okay, so this was many more problems, and this was the main initial point for beginning of 1857 revolt was East India Company. What? East India Company, which was started on 1600. In 1600. Okay, it was started, and the rules and regulations that Britishers, was introducing to Indians, must day after day after day after day to earn lots of money from the Indians. Okay, so that was the main reason, and that was the beginning, and that was the spark for this revolt. Okay, so the religious aspect was also there. There was a discrimination. Okay, there was divide and rule procedure. There was lots of things because of that 1857 revolt started. Some of the important thing was, what, dissatisfaction, economic crisis. social and religious factors, military factors also. You know what? Social, military, and economical crisis was also there because when the East India Company started, the people, the poor people becomes more poor, and the rich people becomes, they becomes under a slave of foreigners or Britishers, not foreigners, Britishers. Okay, because they was like the Britishers were extreme cunning, and they used the kings of our India in a different manner, so that the king didn't realize what's going on and how to means move on or move out from this kind of situation. So means you can understand that Britishers were so powerful and so, you can say, simple bhasha, niche, so niche. Okay, so now because of that reason 1857 revolt started. Yes, the first person who started this was Mangal Pandey, not Amir Khan. Okay, real Mangal Pandey. So Mangal Pandey was the person who initiated this revolt, and if you want to know the detailed story, you must watch the movie Mangal Pandey. Okay, in the movie I saw that they were, on the leaf. Okay, they used to write something for the war, that on this day we are going to fight, on this day we will do this day we will do this, on the leaf of trees, or we have leaf of tree. Okay, now many more persons, as a Mangal Pandey initiated because of the military conference, the situation that occurred in military. Okay, it was Mangal Pandey was, Brahmin, and the situation arises in military only. Okay, the spark that was from 16 that East India Company had is taken a big portion, and the spark was that Mangal Pandey has to chew that cartouche or that darugana, okay, with his teeth, and that was, prepared from a flesh of pig. Okay, so it was like that point will directly touch the religious factor. For him, it will be like a dharma type. Okay, you are not allowed to eat somebody's flesh. Okay, if you are a Hindu or a Brahmin. So for him, it was very challenging and very disturbing at that situation. So instead of moving out, he decided to fight against the Britishers. Okay, and from that day was the day where the 1857 revolt took start. They start, and many more persons like, okay, Nana Sahib, Rani Lakshmibai, Tatya Tope, many more participated in the war. Okay, but yes, what happens? There are some positive points and the negative points. Positive points, it ends the company rule. Okay, it ends the company rule. That in 1600 AD, the East India Company was started, but it ends that rule. The rules, the regulations that were prepared and formed for the Indians and the Indian peoples to destroy them from the base. Okay, it was permanently destroyed by this revolt. Yes, but unfortunately we didn't won that war. Okay, why? Because there was a lackness of centralization, or there was a lackness of integration. Okay, means there was zero contact. There was zero contact which both with two kings. If suppose I am fighting against Britishers and my friend is fighting against Britishers, but if we don't talk to each other, okay, what is your strategy? Let me tell you my strategy. Okay, then how far is the chances that we will win against the Britishers? So that was the main problem. The central ideas of all the leaders and of all the kings were different. Okay, Rani Lakshmibai was fighting in our concept. Baba Tatya Tope was fighting. It was not like Tatya Tope, Rani Lakshmibai, all the kings merged in a place and they decided that this is the strategy. We will fight in this format. Okay, we will divide in a proper format. Okay, it was like one hand is fighting like this and one hand is fighting like this. So we lost. Also, we don't have enough and very accumulative equipment at that time. What we have just a talwar, okay, sword, and they have gun, rifles, and that top. Okay, they have there was at that time also 1857 they consist advanced equipments for fighting. Okay, we didn't have enough. Okay, at last we lost very badly, and but this spark, it was very powerful that today in 2020 we are reading this report. Okay, you know what? The most important thing that the failure is, I said, leadership, but according to me, whether we lost or we won or lost, okay, whatever. But still, we may learn something. We might learn something from that. Okay, failure is not a failure. Okay, failure is the first step of success. If you fail, I got it. If you fail because you have no idea how to success. Okay, but if you will fail, you will come to know that this, because of this way, I can be failed. We have all other options. Okay, so 1857 revolt, we fall down, we lose, and we means what Mangal Pandey died and many more died. Okay, in the war. But still, they are not died, they shaheed for our country. Now we'll move further. One the important thing was that each and every person, okay, was fighting for themselves, not for the lack of nationalism. Means there was a lack of nationalism. For the sake of nationalism, no one was fighting. See, Tatya Tope, let's take an example, he's fighting from Chandigarh or Punjab, or Bahadur Shah Zafar is from Delhi. Just imagine. So he was fighting to escape, sorry, to protect Delhi instead of India. Similarly, Tatya Tope was following the same procedure. So because of that, if all the members came together and if suppose if they decided to fight against Britishers for India, not for our states. So because of these many reasons, okay. So the second important thing, see, this was five other different persons. Okay, if these five persons will fight like this, how you will win? You have to like this. Okay, this is India. This is India, and this is other states. You can't fight like this. You have to fight like this. So this was the main motive that we learned from the 1857 report, that we have to, we have to make unity. We have to integrate ourselves in order to get or achieve something. Okay. Now, second point: boycott and boycott and indigenous movement. Okay, it was like the main rising of this motion was boycott. This was to avoid, okay, to resist something and to avoid being part of that thing. It's called boycott, and indigenous means natural products, natural things. Okay, so what was boycotted at that time and what was indigenously accepted? Okay, natural products, Indian products were accepted, and foreigner and British products were not accepted. Okay, because why? Because you know what the main reason was, like divide and rule. Okay, divide and rule. The Britishers divided Bengal into two portions, like East Bengal and West Bengal, and that was the main reason because of this. Okay, from the beginning, boycott was started from Bang movement. Okay, Bang movement, and after that, when the Bengal, okay, at what time it was a Bengal, not West Bengal, East Bengal. It was divided into two portions. Okay, and while it was at that time, it was considered in our map only. It was two part, but it was in our map only. But after the independence, it was parts aside from our map, and it becomes Bangladesh, a different kind of country, and we have West Bengal, which is in our India. Okay, so because of the divide divide and rule, boycott and indigenous movement started, and that created a lots of problems and tears in the Britishers' eyes, in British eyes. Now, boycott of what? Boycott of foreign products, foreign costumes, foreign foods, foreign things, whatever that foreigners were used to bring in our country will boycott. Okay, is behaving like that, and because of that, they will face some problems in the economical situation. Okay, they may face the economic problems. Okay. So, and this was the main reason. After that, we decided that we will use indigenous product. Okay, that's a natural product which is man-made and which is naturally developed in our country. Also, some of the important points. Yes. Now, Lord Viceroy, not a Lord Viceroy, just Viceroy. In that during that time, the Britishers who were appointed some generals and lieutenants. Okay, they were called as Lord Dalhousie, Lord Viceroy. The Lord Viceroy was the person who divided Bengal in two portions, first West and East Bengal, and that was the main spark. That was the main reason behind the using of indigenous material and boycotting the foreign materials. Okay. And before that, that decision was not a good decision. Okay, that decision made us like we have now one. We have a two. It was like partition of one body, two parts of one body. It was like okay, partition of two part of one body. India, West, East. Now Bharat part West. ये क्या बात हुई? That was the main problem, and because of that, we disturbed a lot. We disturbed them. First of all, we faced a lot of obstacles because for us it was very, it was not very well to understand the situation, and we decided that then also at that time Hindu and Muslims were, they done partition in Hindu and Muslim format. East Bengal Muslims and West Bengal Hindu. Okay, but that Hindu and Muslim concept were introduced afterwards. But at that time, mostly, Hindu Muslim they tied Rakhi and they told each other that vow that we will not, the Britishers have participated, the Britishers have divided, we will not divide. We will remain united. Okay, we will remain united only. So this was the reason, and this because of the boycott and indigenous movement started. Now, third topic. Now, third point, Muslim League. Okay. Okay. Third point, Muslim League. Muslim League was the important reason because after the partition of Bengal, okay, the Muslim League was another disaster for Indians and for Indian peoples to face, because that second, it was like, breaking the bone which is already broken. Okay, it was like this Muslim League was something like that. The bone which is already broken, the emotionally we were disturbed because of partition of Bengal, and after that the Muslim League. Okay, now what was Muslim League? Okay, as you can see from the word Muslim League, means a league which is formed and prepared and only for Muslims. Okay, so what kind of thought was generated in Indians for this type of things? Okay, the Britishers, they took advantage of this. They supported upper high class Muslims, and they forced them, and they told them, okay, yeah, you should have a separate voter situation. You are a high class people, upper class people. You do not go or touch with the low class people while in voting situation. Okay, you should have different voter situation. Means they were, putting that idea in their head of partition. Okay, partition of what? First, the state was partition. Now, people, Hindu and Muslim. Now we were like, from one country we were like a place where the secularism isn't existed. Okay, from that we now we are Hindu and a Muslim in Bengal area. Okay, it was a very bad scenario. So Britishers supported the upper high class Muslims, and after that, the situation was, it was not reversing, it was going forward and forward. Okay, the Muslims thinking were, yes, we should have our own territory, we should have our own system, we should have a system that is called by our, our tradition, our Muslim names. Okay, why we used to say that we should not merge with Indians, okay? Sorry, Hindus. We will have our own system, okay? So our community will get a different type of platform, okay? So it was not like that. Each and every person was getting equal platform, okay? What they were facing same problems regarding Britishers, against Britishers, regarding independence and freedom. But this idea has generated a new kind of thinking. Okay, so Lord Minto was the main person behind this. Lord Minto, not Muhammad Jinnah. Lord Minto was the person who introduced this unique system, that you should have a different, and because of that Muslim League was generated. Yes, there were Muslims in the Muslim League, but the main idea was Lord Minto. Okay, they built up a meeting, they called for a meeting, and the only Muslims were invited, and they were discussed that you should have different community, different voter system and all that. It was the beginning of the Muslim League, that you should have a different voting system, and they came that way, they have their own, now they have their own country only. Okay, you can see that Bangladesh and Pakistani both looks similar. Suppose if a person who is standing near me and he is from Pakistan, and a person who stands near this portion is from Bangladesh will all look similar. But the problem is what Pakistani also used to they used to speak Hindi and Urdu language. Urdu is their traditional language, but Hindi is their local language. Mostly they used to Hindi, Arabic Hindi or Hindi. That language that we have introduced. Okay, we both have same language. But this system, because of that, now we are different. Okay, now, yes. So this was the Muslim League, and it was 1906. It was 1906. Okay, so very important topic. I have covered all the topics. Now, Now, in India, okay, the revolutionary movement, I have used extreme revolutionary movement because it was very painful. Okay, it was like a movement which was filled with blood of Indians. Okay, lots of people have died during this movement. The beginning of this development of this revolutionary movement. Okay, this was the time that first time Bhagat Singh, okay, Sadhguru and Bismillah Khan, not Bismillah Khan, Ram Prasad Bismil, okay, Ram Prasad Bismil, not Bismillah Khan, I'm sorry. Okay, Ram Prasad Bismil, Khudiram Bose, Bhagat Singh, okay, Sukhdev, and many more. Okay, they were that revolutionary. They were that young blood who wants India to, take a want our breath in freedom. Okay, so they started a revolutionary scenario, a movement which was against the British to get the freedom after 1857. So they have done lots of things like you may have watched the Bhagat Singh movie and all the topics were covered in that. Okay, but I will not explain the movie. I will explain the Kakori loop and like Bhagat Singh also, Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru and many more persons were introduced after this revolutionary movement. Okay, because they gave attention. Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, okay, Rajguru and many more gain attention by disturbing and by threatening Britishers. They have done Kakori loop. Okay, they have done Kakori loot case and bombarding in Delhi and many other places, so that they can, show the Britishers that now it's enough. Okay, you have done lots of things, lots of bad things to us. Now it's our turn, okay, to throw you out of this country. So this was the development, and this was the beginning of the era of the freedom. Okay, it was the beginning. So it was very painful, and it was lots painful. It contains a lots of blood. Okay, and many lives have been, sacrificed for after this development. Okay, very in Raipur Darwaja near Ahmedabad. Okay, it was one time it was blasted by them, and in Delhi near Parliament, the person who was Viceroy Curzon, okay, he was shot down, and in Parliament also, in Parliament also they bombarded, but the intention was not to harm anyone. It was not. It was just to introduce that we want freedom. Okay, it was just to give a noise presenting their voice in a powerful noise. That was the main intention of bombarding the Parliament in Delhi. Okay, you have watched this scene in the movie. So this was the important scenario in the development of extreme revolutionary movement. And here four topics of our class. Now we will move further. Okay, thank you.